afternoon. Terry Radford, and I'm joined again by an ARCA official, Legend Car official, and Cars Tour official that's powered by Z-Max, Mark the Goat Turner. Welcome aboard for what is now the first race for us, a Bandolero race. How are you feeling this afternoon?
Well, first off, just an honor to be with the smoothest voice in motorsports, Mr. Terry Radford. We got good fields in all divisions. Looking forward to some good racing this afternoon. Good weather. It's going to be a good show.
Your level of expectation out here. He said he was nervous coming into this one. A little nervous myself. As we'll take a look at our starting lineup here this afternoon. As Jeffrey Beck from Archdale, North Carolina, starts on the pole with in the 5B. The T2 of Camden Truett out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, starts on the outside. Row 2, TJ Moon and Jacob Bradley. Owen Zacharias, based off of the rule here, if you win 2 in a row, you start in the 5th place position. We'll start there on row number 3 with Riley Hutchinson. Or Hutchins, I'm an idiot. Corbin Cannon back there on row 4 with Casey Black. Nate Honeycutt starting on row 5 with Mason Williams. And Kevin, I'm going to say that's Stenee. I think I'm right. Jordan Whitford out there on row 6 as well. And Michael, I would say Stenee, will start there on row number 7. We'll round out our 13 Bandolero field to start our first feature here of the afternoon for the Easter Egg Extravaganza. My wife's watching. The egg puns will come out today.
Speaking of people watching, you better make sure you get Riley Hutchins right. Riley's mom is watching.
I don't need another mother yelling at me here this afternoon. We've had our moments. So we're up here. There's a good chance we're going to get yelled at.
I have been all day already.
That is true. We'll touch on that one when we get to the section of the racing for you. Pace truck's going to be down and in. It's time to go Bandolero racing. If we like that start, green flag in the air. The 5B of Jeffrey Beck takes it from Lyle Pellet 1.
And the 9 of TJ Moon will get to the inside. Owen Zacharias on the bumper of TJ Moon. And it looks like they're going to call that one back.
Yeah, I don't think we like that one at all. As that one, you had a whole bottom lane was already 20 million feet ahead before you ever got to that portion. And I don't think they like that one. We'll go back to the original lineup, as that was a lot of pushing and shoving in turn 1.
It was.
That's what we kind of expect out of Bandoleros, right? That's the expectancy here.
Yeah, they do drafting at this track. So drafting does play a part in it. So you got the bumping, the shoving, and everything you have at a super speedway.
Florence Super Speedway?
Yeah, for the bandos it is.
I was talking to Owen before I actually left up here and went down bottom side for pre-race ceremonies, and he talked about it. This is wide open, flat foot. I'm like, how do you win so much? And he was like, I don't know, I just go fast. We'll try it again. Green flags back in the air for the first time now. The T2 of Camden Truett actually was able to stay to the outside there, and yeah, turn 1 and 2 doesn't look like a demolition derby like it did on the initial one.
No, that's a much better start.
Takes them a minute to get wound up here. They'll see 2 by 2. You see 3 on the bottom lane, 2 on that outside lane. A little contact off the exit of 4. Oh, big bobble, 3 wide for the lead.
Owen's going to take it to the inside. It'll be 3 wide with TJ Moon in the middle. Owen will dive in there. He's going to have the advantage. He'll use the power of the inside line. Owen Zacharias will have the leads. They come off turn 2 down the back straightaway.
And this is something we'll have to look out for, because during the practice session, which was the qualification session for the Bandoleros, the 2 9s that were right there, you see them just now on your screen, they were not allowed to go together because same paint scheme, same everything. Oh no, the 16 is slow. And they just split them like a peanut butter and jelly. I thought they were going to go up and under it.
Wow, that was some heads-up driving right there. They can maneuver around the 16. 16 slow, probably going to come to pits.
Trouble in turn 4. 2 cars around. You got the 9 and now 3. Unison spin, and they all collide. 5 Bandoleros all together in turn 3 and 4.
You see the 83 pulling away of Nate Honeycutt. Nate Honeycutt's pulling away. Looks like Truett's going to get turned around. You got Riley Hutchins up there against the outside wall.
Well, and talk about Bandolero-wise. So obviously we saw two cars make contact. They spin in unison there, and then everybody else goes to the outside wall and then begins to spin as well. This track is a one-dimensional, one-groove place. You get up and out of it, this is the result that you get.
Yeah, I mean, the hole closes up quick. You wouldn't think it would, but it does. They start stacking up, things happen fast, and sometimes it results in the big one.
And definitely a big one on this one is you got one driver, I believe that is the 9, or one of the 9s that are out here. I believe the 9W, if I had to guess, with Mason Williams, is right there on the inside wall of turn number 4. And then they just got the one that was all the way against the wall off the exit of 4, got that one back straight to potentially put them over here back on the racing surface. The driver stayed in the car, so not having to get the lift to get it done. And I believe that's the 15.
You know, Riley Hutchins in the 15, they're coming in pit road.
And, you know, Mom just commented and said your comment won the day. So not necessarily the one we wanted, but hopefully she stays around and continues to watch all the great racing action on Flow from Florence Motor Speedway this afternoon.
Well, looks like Riley's good. Looks like Riley's coming back out. Cruz checked it, and they sent her back out.
Maybe just needed a bottle of water. That's potentially what it was. Maybe just, hey, give me some water. We'll figure it out. I wonder what's going on with the 16, though, of Michael. The 16's been slow. We saw the 3-wide move that had to happen to avoid the collision in turns 1 and 2. And now all of a sudden, I mean, he couldn't even keep up with the back half of the field.
No, it's they're down there looking at it now, talking with the driver, trying to figure out what's going on. Looks like they're giving the international symbol that they're done.
Well, that's one of the 9s, one of the many. We have a 9, a 9B, and a 9W that's on there. I believe that might be the 9W because the other 2 9s are identical.
Yeah, that's the 9W.
Yeah, the 9 of TJ Moon and then the 9B of Jacob Bradley. I mean, they are in unison. We're pushing that one behind the wall. So for Mason Williams and fans of Mason Williams, race done. I think they're going to, if I heard that correctly, potentially black flagging the 16. I mean, he's way off. The pace truck is actually going to catch him. He's not good.
Yeah, the 16, I need to come in and look at it and see what the situation is.
Walking through as an official, what is something you look for if that bando comes back down? See, they're waving him in. What are you looking for if you're one of the officials here?
Well, I mean, you'll just walk over there and make sure it's, not leaking, make sure it's not a wheel bent. You'll just look for obvious stuff, and then you'll let the crew, go over it, then you'll get with them and see what's going on.
Well, we'll figure it out here. Owen Zacharias leads us back to the green flag, back to the outside. There's Moon all the way up the back bumper of the 35. He'll shove him into turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, Owen Zacharias will have the lead as they come off turn 2. I think that's going to be TJ Moon there in second. Now there'll be a move from the third place car.
Yeah, it'll reset when they cross the line.
Yeah, that'll be the
Zacharias pulled it.
It'll be the 5.
Yes, you got Beck and Moon side by side for second. They made a little contact going into turns 1 and 2. Then you see the other 5 back there. That 5 is Corbin Cannon that's trying to come through this field as well. He'll dip down to the inside for a second, look for the position. Can't make that one work, and he'll tuck back in, and wow, these things get really wide off the exit of 4.
Oh, yeah, they were, especially during qualifying, they were really fighting the groove there coming off turn 4. But Owen Zacharias holding a smooth line. TJ Moon planning his attack as he tries to catch the 35 of Zacharias.
Well, he's definitely going to need some help. He's going to need his teammate to get up there and push him and Jacob Bradley, and so far not working. Put 3 Bandoleros in between those 2, and there's the T2. That's Camden Truitt that's coming up here looking for that 4th place position. Truitt will take it. So now your top 3 has actually pulled away into 3 different groups. You got the leader on an island of his own. Then you got 2nd and 3rd just kind of sitting there in the middle. Call them Hawaii. And then call the other group of drivers a different chain of islands out there.
So one's on Maui, another one's on another island. is what
You
you're
just
saying.
go
Yeah,
opposite here, yeah.
So it'll be Owen continue. Now there's a battle for second with TJ Moon. But TJ Moon will hold on to second place as they come out of turn 4. But the battle's not done yet.
So we actually get to have a little fun here this afternoon. Can you believe it? They're trusting us to have PG fun.
Oh, wow.
So you know whose camera we're watching right now?
Whose camera are we watching right now?
We're watching Leanne Zacharias, who just turned 16 years of age here today. She's the camera that we get to follow, and they gave us the drone cam as we hit the halfway point of the first feature of the day. But yeah, camera right up. I mean, literally right over there. You know, you operated that camera 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, I don't believe it worked out too well.
I did. I mean,
Yeah, I got fired my first time out.
You did. He did. Yeah, he broke it. So that the camera you operated is broke now. It happens. I mean, at least you're good right here, right? You were good race directing today. Oh, trouble.
That'd be
83 again.
Nate Honeycutt.
From Mount Pleasant, North Carolina. Driver of the 83 spins out, and this actually helped the 02. I do not believe that the 02 of Jordan Whitford was a lap down at the time of the caution. So that allows the 02 to go back around and hopefully stays with the draft for that one. So big break if you're a fan of the 02. That's what you wanted to see. But Owen Zacharias still holds the race lead. I mean, what else can you say? If you win 3 straight, where do they put you last?
I don't know.
They kick you all the way to the rear of the field?
We'll have to get with the track promoter on that and other people in the tower.
You think maybe like hold a lap and then make them come back out? Because, I mean, he's gapping the field.
Maybe a staggered start.
You know what? We're just going to move you 2 more back. You're going to start 7th this time, right? We're going to get fired.
Yeah, probably. Won't get our free cheeseburgers this time either.
I will tell you, that cheeseburger was really good. Normally I was I've normally been a chicken tender guy while I was here. I feel like I'm telling on myself with the wife, because I'm supposed to be eating healthy. But it was a soy burger as far as I know. I would imagine and assume it's a soy burger. It was really good. So, heads up if you're out there in the stands, chicken strips, soy burgers, whatever you got. There's another driver around there. There's the 02 that just drove around. Had a lap back there. Spun it. I wonder if we're driving through. Nope, we're going to pause right there.
I think they're going to hold the 02 till the field goes by.
It's a good assumption. Good one. Maybe they were told not to go past.
Yeah.
We'll reset it here. It is still Owen Zacharias, TJ Moon. You got the T2 of Truett. You got the 5, Corbin Cannon to the outside. So top 4 needed this badly. You know what I'm saying? We talked about it. One was on an island of relevancy. The others were just like sitting on their own accord. What do they got to do on this restart here? Like, they obviously have to do something different. If you're TJ Moon, I mean,
you got to make your move now. You got to figure out what you've tried so far and what you've analyzed. And, I mean, basically you got to make your move on the restart. You can't let Owen stretch out because that's it if he does.
Well, they almost drove under the pace truck. Green flag will be back in the air again, and Moon got a start. There was no help for Camden Truett on the bottom lane, and now the outside has the momentum as they drag race off of 1 and 2.
Yeah, Owen has no help. Now
3
they're
wide.
going to make it 3 wide. Beck's trying to make it 3 wide, but he'll fall back in line. Now it'll be Zacharias and TJ Moon battling side by side. TJ Moon knowing he has to hold the line, but Beck's not done. Now Beck's the inside of Zacharias as they dive off into 1.
Yeah, Beck in the 5B has the run. Nobody going with the 35 of Owen Zacharias. They're all shooting the gap, trying to work their way to the bottom. We'll come down here, get the high 5 from the flagman. He'll give it to the drivers, and intensity definitely picks up his, slideways off of 3 and 4. 3 wide, now make it 2 wide for the lead.
Owen Zacharias have the lead. Now the battle between TJ Moon and Beck. Zacharias looking in the rearview mirror, enjoying seeing them battling because it's giving him a chance to stretch his lead as TJ Moon and Jeffrey Beck still trying to sort it out for second place.
Well, and that helped the 35 as the caution flag will wave. The 0-2 is spun around again. So now let's reset it. We just had the best restart of the evening. We saw the outside lane actually make the momentum. The bottom side could not get the run, couldn't keep the momentum. What do you do this time? You couldn't beat him. He took off on him.
I don't know. I mean, the wild card for the first and second are the ones in third and fourth. If they're going to get pushes from them or if they're going to be hung out to dry, the one that has the most help from behind is going to have the advantage.
I mean, we saw that there, though, right? Yeah. We had Moon breakaway. You had Beck not push the 35. You had the outside lane of or the bottom lane of Truett not give the shot, but Beck and Moon worked well together, but they still couldn't make it work as they tried to fight off before. Where does that take us?
I don't know, I mean, like I said, the wild card and all this is going to be third and fourth place because whether they make it 3 wide, try to get it all, in the first turn, second turn, or if they lay back. But turn 4 has been treacherous. I mean, they've been sliding and fighting as they come out of that turn 4. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't have a pass on the last lap.
Well, and this is something that we did not talk about was the wind here in Timmonsville, South Carolina. It is windy. I mean, it has been just my mullet was blowing, and I don't know if people saw that out there. My wife took a good snapshot, but it is 77 degrees. Imagine what the track temp is here, and it's it's not as hot, but it's not necessarily the chilly one that we had a little while ago. 2 weeks ago, we saw track temps. It was like 85 degrees ambient, and it was about 90-something degree track temp. Drivers were complaining about how the racetrack was driving. This wind affects the Bandoleros more than it does any other car we got.
Oh, yeah, it affects them. I think you're really seeing it affect them. I think that might be part of the problem there in turn 4. Could be they're catching the wind there. But, yeah, talking about your mullet blowing in the wind, it was kind of like a scene from Joe Dirt.
Well, 26 mile an hour is the gust, and you can kind of see it when the camera pans. You see it there. The flag, is just like a blanket straight across, and it gusts up and down. So as they come off before, that gust is catching them with a headwind. It's not the funnest thing in the world, I'm sure, to have that going. I think there's balloons up, too. I see balloons.
Yeah, I think balloons are up.
Yeah, I think she's smiling. So, I'm looking over there. She's got a smile on her face. If we could get the other camera to actually, turn on and spin over, we can catch the 16 Candles. That Molly Ringwald movie was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw Jacqueline earlier this morning wrestling to get the balloons up.
How hard did she have to fight him? Was it like Stone Cold or Ric Flair dropping the elbow or something?
I'm going with Ric Flair every time.
The Nature Boy?
Yeah.
That's a good one to go
That was
with.
a whole figure 4 leg lock.
Woo! Well, we'll see who really is, styling and profiling in victory lane here in just a little bit. Are we going to see 3 in a row from the 35 of Owen Zacharias, or are we going to see somebody finally break through to start the 2024 season here with the win? Camden Truett's got a good one in the position. TJ Moon still up here in a good position to win this one as well. They're going to have to do something. We'll come down to 1 to go as soon as we get to the flagman. I don't think he likes us after the last race.
No, he didn't like us, calling that on being a Swiftie.
No, I don't think he does either. I think when he got in his car, he was like, look, he's got his hand on his hips this time. I think
he's going to black flag us.
It would be the first time you've been black flagged, at least at racetracks. So.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the bar.
Only the people up here understand that. We're going to pace around 2 more times. We'll get the white flag, or the 1 to go signal next time by.
I have a new wild card on this one with Beck starting on the outside. Jeffrey Beck starting on the outside for this one, and Moon's going to be in third. So things going to be shaking up a little bit on this restart.
Yeah, and you saw it with Moon not too long ago when we had this second to last restart that we had where he jumped 3 wide in turns 3 and 4. Is that a move he wants to shoot in turns 1 and 2, right? Camden Truett would not push the 35 of Owen Zacharias, and in all honesty, you've got Beck now sitting on that outside lane with Camden Truett, who we did just see not want to push the bottom lane. Can he get a better restart on that outside?
Yeah, I think this time he get lined up, but I fully expect TJ Moon to make the move to make it 3 wide again.
This is the most entertaining racing that you really get in any division. I mean, the bandos are where it's at. I'm a big Bandolero fan. Because you're going to see some crazy racing here in about 30 seconds when they get back around. Because look at them. They're going to pack back up to the truck. Try not to hit him. Flagman's ready. And green flags back in the air. The bottom lane this time. Had some separation. Nothing too wild. Owen able to pull out just a little bit further. And here we go. This is what you talked about. There goes the 9. There goes Moon. He's there.
Yeah, Moon, he's there. He's looking to try to make a move. But meanwhile, Beck's still putting the pressure on, but Truett.
He's slamming him off the corner. TJ Moon trying to uproot the 35 there, but couldn't make that one work as he loses position. He loses some ground now in turns 1 and 2. Can he make the move happen now as the third place driver of Jeffrey Beck gets a shot from Camden Truett?
Yeah, they're definitely pushing and shoving. They know they're coming to 5 laps, now 4 to go. It's time to make a move. Now you got Beck on getting the Moon and Truett trying to get to him. Meanwhile, Zacharias just pulling off, trying to gap him, but TJ Moon is not letting him go.
Insert the Talladega Nights references. Camden Truett's now going to ruin the slingshot moment. He'll go down for 3rd. He'll bobble at 3 and 4. That's going to take a 2-car breakaway now between TJ Moon and Owen Zacharias, but Beck still sits there in 3rd. Has to get the run up here to make this work. We're down to 2.5 laps to go this time. Can anybody break the 3-in-a-row streak for the 35?
I think if TJ Moon's going to do it, he's going to have one move. I think if he gets to Owen, he's going to only have one move, and he's going to have to make it work.
Well, they got lap traffic. The 0-2 Jordan Whitford right there could play a massive spoiler in who wins this race because they're going to catch that car in the worst possible place, but they were able to move to the outside. What can TJ Moon do now? He is just between him and the 35 of Owen Zacharias. He sees it. White flags in the air. One more time around for the Easter Extravaganza Bandolero race.
And Owen Zacharias, he'll hold a steady line as he rolls through turns 1 and 2. And caution, we have caution on the track. 83 of Honeycutt slow on the back straightaway.
Well, we go back to the last completed lap, which was lap 13. So if you thought we saw some craziness, Mark Turner, open up the can of Bull Peanuts because it's about to get Cajun in here.
Yeah, I
you
don't
like that one? No? Come on.
Yeah,
I thought that was good. The peanut patch?
I'll write it down for you. You know, I'll give you a chalk mark for it.
I appreciate that.
I'm here for you.
I don't think the wife would like it, but I thought it was extra seasoning. It was extravagance.
With the seasoning. All right, so the 83 of Honeycutt has stopped over turn 3, and crews are over there checking on in.
We're going to stop these cars as you take a look right there of the 83. That is Nate Honeycutt. Stop there, and I believe we're just going to go out as the red flag is displayed. Stop them all, and we'll push that one down. You know, we had this discussion over the last time that we were here together, which how we got invited back was humorous, right?
I think it's because we come cheap.
I think so. You're the cheap one. So obviously we have some cool events that happen here at Florence Motor Speedway. Obviously today being the Easter Extravaganza race. Which I just love the extravaganza thing. You know, April 13th, we're doing double day.
Double day?
Double day. You know that? We're going to do double late model racing.
Oh.
You like that?
I do.
So double day with the late models?
Double the action.
Yeah. She's giving us the references here. And then, you know, the 27th, local business appreciation race. So we get to appreciate our local business people. I think there's a race that's coming up, though. I think it's Mother's Day weekend, right?
I think so, yeah.
It like means a lot to this town. Means a lot to what's in an egg? It's an egg-shaped oval.
It is.
It's right up the road, maybe an exit or two away.
Eggs.
Yeah. It's an exit away. think it's Darlington, right?
I think, yeah, you're right.
Something about a lady in
Yeah,
black.
yeah, and I think it's on the water tower too. You
Yeah.
see coming in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it comes in this way.
yeah, yeah.
You know we're doing the prelude to Darlington on May 11th. So the Saturday before the throwback race for the Darlington race weekend, you know, that's here at Florence Motor Speedway.
That's gonna be a big deal. I bet you may have some Xfinity guys coming in racing in here. I mean,
It will
Yeah.
be extra
uh,
extra packed with the field. So
extra.
extra. My wife said she was going to divorce me if I continued with this. So we'll see how many I can go. I ripped my paper, by the way. But we also get the Memorial Day Showcase, which is huge. That's a big one on May 25th. That's going to be an extra fun one as well. I think the big one outside of the prelude to Darlington, though, that we're not really talking about here, you know, there's a ZMAC Cars Tour race too, right?
Z-Max Cars Tour.
Something about locked in too in there.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it has something to do with the end of the year event here that happens annually. You know, like the 32nd annual race.
Yeah, I think there's a tie in there.
There's something
Yeah.
there's something that mixes it. But you know what's about to mix it? That the green flag's back in the air. Owen Zacharias looking for 3 in a row as TJ Moon drag races to the outside.
Oh, Zacharias.
Contact!
Contact between Zacharias and TJ Moon.
And here comes the driver up the outside. I believe that's Corbin Cannon. He goes out there. He's looking for the race lead now in turns 3 and 4.
Well, that back, Jeffrey back on the inside.
Let's see.
Yeah,
If
back.
That is back.
Yeah,
So, yeah, the
back.
driver there. What can Owen Zacharias do as they make contact in turns 1 and 2? White flags in the air. 35 of Zacharias pulls them down. Half a lap to go. That was wild. For a second, we thought that both were gone, but break it on out. 3 in a row. Owen Zacharias is extra excited. He wins at Florence again.
Jeffrey Beck will come home second.